really important for you to think about upskilling as part of your schedule instead of thinking about it as some kind of bonus that you might do. One of the principles that has worked really well for me, and frankly has actually been one of the biggest contributors to my skills growth over the years, is creating an allocation. The way I like to think about it is, look, you have 168 hours in a week, total hours. Of those, you'll spend a bunch of time sleeping, dealing with life and, enjoying life and various other things. Take all of that out of 168 hours and figure out what is the career time that you want to spend in a typical week. And I don't care what the answer is. I don't care if the answer is 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours, 90 hours, 30 hours, 20 hours. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You do you. But once you have that career time, whatever you've allocated in a typical week, most PMs make the mistake of allocating 100 or 110% of that career time just to work projects. And they hope that they'll learn through work projects, which you do. But what I found useful is to actually allocate a budget where I'm not going to work on work projects as part of my career time. So it doesn't come outside from my lifetime and free time, right? It comes out of my career time, but typically I allocated 10%, sometimes even 20%, but typically 10%. So I would be aiming about 50 to 60 hours of career time. So out of that, 10% I'm going to spend on skills growth, right? So that's about 6 hours. So now again, go back to the intentional calendar, right? Which is now I can take the 6 hours and I can schedule them properly. Now, in my case, I liked doing that over the weekend, right? As I was kind of driving somewhere to get groceries or whatever it is I was doing, I would be listening to audiobooks. So for me, the habits ended up being always have an audiobook that is part of my career time where I'm learning. Second, similarly, podcasts. And third was basically a bunch of YouTube videos. I consumed so much information just by kind of creating this budget of career time and kind of sticking to it. I started seeing a lot of kind of rewards from that. And so it became a habit. So I hope that helps in terms of thinking about whatever that allocation is. It can be 2% or 5%, 10%, it doesn't matter. But just allocate that time to your skills growth because it makes the rest of your time so much more effective.